fall in love or have a pap smear that they throw in a complimentary colostomy bag along with pulling out my wisdom teeth. I'm picking this one. Howdy. Happy New Year. That my life has gotten so big and my brain is still so small. Like, everything got really crazy, and you'd think that would work out for me since I'm crazy as hell anyway, but no. 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 We're about 9 days into the new year, and it's been just as magnificent as it could possibly be. All kinds of crazy crap going on. Not all great, but mostly. So, not really complaining. Except I'm complaining because, again, hi, psycho, are us. So, anyway, so I spent the new year with the end of the new year, or the end of the old year, or the beginning of the new. What the? I rang in the new year with probably my favorite human being ever to be ever on this planet, and it was magical, like crazy magical. I was going about my day today. Like, have you ever had this day happen to you? I'm sorry, I have the hiccups. Ugh. Ever since I quit drinking, I get the hiccups like all the time. It sucks because I also had hiccups all the time when I was drinking. So now it just seems like I'm drinking. And like, I try not to talk really fast when I'm taping because then everybody thinks I'm still on meth. Like, totally not on meth, totally not drinking. I just speak like a crazy person, and you're just gonna have to keep up. That's really how that's gonna go, because who cares what people think? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, I was driving around today. I had to try to plate my car, and I don't know how to do all that kind of stuff. I've had 16 cars, and like I know how to fix cars. I know how to fix a lot of cars. I am not a complete moron by any stretch of the imagination, but when it comes to the paying for them, registering them, insuring them, getting emissions, and blah, 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 blah. Like, the details kill me. So, and I'm trying really hard to start taking care of myself, my own life. I know, a little late, 48, I know. Yes, and I am 48, so whatever about that too, but, so I'm really just trying to be a better version of me, and it's working. I mean, I'm doing really a lot better than I thought I would, but it scares the crap out of me, and I had absolute psychosis this morning because I didn't know even where to start. Do you get insurance first? Do you have to get the emissions first? Do you get the emissions? Do they need the insurance thing? Do you have to go? I mean, it's plates on this car from Texas. What the hell does that mean? I don't even know. Like, oh God. So, you think with 16 cars I'd have learned, but, so I was kind of rejuvenated by the thought of having to take on this new task of life, like stuff that probably, everyone else takes on every day, but for me it's brand new, and so I was kind of excited about it. I didn't really have any choice because a humongous fight broke out in this house yesterday, and nobody's really talking to anybody at this point, so I don't have anybody to help me even if I asked, like, whatever. And so I went about my day, and I drove down to the emissions place, and I got my emissions test, and it went really well, of course, because this car's amazing. And so, but he was like, hey, you're gonna have to get a VIN verification, and I'm like, what? What does that mean? And he's like, well, we'll do it here for $20, or you can go to the police department for $5. And I'm like, what? There's the worst decision. Here's why. Roll with me. I've not had any real major, really great connections with police officers. Have been on the end of legal battles, like when I've been right, when I've been wrong, the whole bit. I've run the gamut. Anything to do with, like, I have done something so benign as to needed to come to the police department for something simple, whatever, ended up in jail, like, whatever. And you would think, yeah, that's probably just the basic decisions that you've made. And In a way, I will give you that. Oh, not always. You can't blame that on the police, but I do anyway. You know what I mean? So here we are at the police department. I got to get all this stuff, like, so they can come and look in my car. Like, here's the right to go through my car. Yeah, whatever. How is that even a decision? Like, that's so unfair. I mean, if it was $10 or $5 at the, that would have been, I'd have been like, here's $10. $20 though, it makes you have to think about it. But like, would it have been that worth that $15? Because the other alternative is that, you know, me and my car have to go to the police station and then hand over the keys to me and my car and say, here you go. And is there anything wrong with me? No. Is there anything wrong with my car? No. Do I want to be at a police station ever? No. So, and so I go down to the police station. And whilst I'm there, I found this guy next to me who had to do a VIN verification as well, had the most incredible car. Like, oh my God. 73 Trans Am. The white one. Oh my God.
It's a 455.
Oh my God. Look at this car. It's very elusive. It's not an easy car to come by, especially in this condition. Oh, totally cool. And I get that done, but I didn't get it done in time to get to the DMV, so I still have to go get my plates tomorrow. But at least I figured it out. I was really proud of myself. I was like, right on. So after I got done, I really didn't want to go straight home because that's a trigger for me. When I start feeling really good about something I've done, and I forget that it's not about me at all, and it has everything to do with God and nothing to do with me, I start getting this trigger where I'm like, I want to be out in the middle of things. So I called my friend. She is my best friend. I've known her ever since I started Recover. She's amazing. She's not part of my accountability team. She's not part of my sponsorship team. She is truly she's my best friend. Like, oh my God. I love her to death. Anyway. So I invited her to dinner, said let's go out and, have some food. And of course she's in the Daniel plan and like no sugar, no carbs, no bread, no white things, no whatever. And I'm like, that leaves like boogers to eat. I don't even know. But we end up at Panera. But then when I dropped her off, I was still feeling like, I'm just like, what is going on with me? Why am I feeling so verklempt? And so I get in, I'm in my car and I'm driving and the music's on and probably too loud because, that's me. I do everything big and loud. I'm from, like, Texas, but I'm not really. I'm from Denver. I don't know. I guess we do things big and loud here. At least I do. Shit, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm driving, and I was just kind of listening to some CDs, old music from here and there. And this song came on. Cali Love, it's like an old song. And it stopped me dead in my freaking tracks. I pulled over and just burst into tears. Like, bleh. I hate that emotional girl thing. Like, and it doesn't really help anything, so I just don't even get it. But I'm sitting there and I'm trying to really identify what the hell is going on with me. I'm sitting in this car and I'm just like, what the hell is wrong with me? And it dawns on me, oh God, help me. I am in love. Oh. Like, just stab me straight in the face. There's no point in that for me. At all. So anybody that knows me knows that I would fall in love 100 times a day because it's the most amazing feeling in the world and I love it. As far as staying in love and doing all of that stuff, yeah, no. I'm not that girl. I'm not the girl you bring home to mom. Usually because I'm her same age. But I don't think in all the time that I've ever been in relationships, I've ever actually just been in love. Because I've always been really broken and really under the weather, if you will. And until you can figure out how God loves you, you're never going to be able to love anyone else. It isn't about how you love you. It is all about how God loves you. Or that's how I design what I believe love to feel like and be like and seem like and look like. Because love is what I get from my Father, and that's the truest form of it I know. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry, please don't get mad at me. But I've never been in love. I probably said I was in love. I'm probably talking to you. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 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 But this person that I am in love with, I have been in love with since the day I met him. side story, I met him in an interview. He actually had an opening in his company, and I went in on the interview, and I was being interviewed by a lady there, and it was quite clear I was not going to get this job, which was probably fine. I didn't understand a word she said. I really didn't. And then he came into the room, and he really wasn't paying any attention to me or anything. He was kind of reading my resume, and so then he sat down, and he's still reading the resume, and everything gets silent. We're just sitting there. He looks up from my resume, and he just looks at me, and he's like, "You have the kind of eyes that men go to war over." So are we married now? Because, like, what? I mean, did I get the job? I don't even know. And he was like, yes, you do. Oh, which was the best thing that could have ever happened to me at the worst possible time. I got fired, by the way, later, because I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. I totally get it now. A lot of help I am. We have been in and out of life together since that day, since day one. He's amazing. But lo and behold, just like me, I can't possibly actually even have the normal moment of I'm falling in love and yay, because now I'm falling in love with a man who is already married to his God and his purpose in life, and I want to be the same. I don't really want to have time for love and literally fall in love or have a pap smear that they throw in a complimentary colostomy bag along with pulling out my wisdom teeth. I'm picking this one. I would literally rather have my pap smear with my ass checked while they're pulling my teeth than fall in love. For real. Okay. So, my guy, we have amazing chemistry. We have amazing everything. He teaches me, oh God, so much about this world, so much about myself. He's an extremely faithful, dutiful man who literally just got an award from the indigenous people of Easter Island. I didn't know there were indigenous people of Easter Island. I mean, clearly somebody put them faces there, but whatever. They didn't leave a tree when they left. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man gets a humanitarian award for bringing back their heritage. Okay, I'm not, we're not seemingly in the same league. I'll give you that, but it just doesn't matter. Like, it's that kind of thing where, you know what, I'm never going to be good enough for that man. In my mind, I don't think anybody in my mind will be good enough for that man. He deserves the everything of everythings of everything. But until somebody good enough comes along, I'm willing to wait it out. You know what I mean? It makes me think about being a better person, and that's all I think about anyway. He's got me thinking on levels I didn't know existed for me. And that's amazing, you know, because that's what really love is. It's what you give away. It's not what you keep and covet. However, I don't want to be tied down to a man, like tied down to a man. I don't want to be brokenhearted because of a man. I don't want to follow a man around the world when I have my own world to save, my own flock to find. God, this is the last thing in the world. I need it. But it's everything in the world I wanted, so forgive me, because now my videos are probably going to be all like, lovey-dovey, and you know, oh, the birds are chirping and the flowers are so beautiful. Oh my God, deliver me. Pray for me, would you? And don't go behind my back and pray for me to fall even deeper in love. This is not the marrying guy. This is not that. And God, this is that. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Why are you doing this to me? I don't know. Do you know anybody like me? I don't guess you do. What the hell? I mean, like, oh, when you quit looking for it, it'll find you. Not if I hide well enough. Damn it. Yeah, alright. Thanks for listening. See you on the flip.